I didn't realize that I was not speaking. So hey there, Mandrake. How you doing? I unfortunately am still in the dining room area, or dining area rather. The living room is the dining room. So I don't have my model and I don't have my stream avatars because I'm on my laptop, but I'm going to make some spooky boys, and hopefully next time I will have the energy to move my setup back into my desk, which I do have enough space to do art. I designed it that way. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll save some energy for after stream so that way I can move on over. I really just need my setup out here if I'm doing cooking. Good, getting the grind done. Excellent. You get that grind done. Ah, thank you, Eleanor, for showing off your support. Okay, so we have this spooky boy. Well, it's a set of spooky boys, really. These little, you know, when I first saw this, I thought it was a cyclops. But it's just the eyes are fused together. It has, like, 2 pupils. So I got a little disappointed when I realized it wasn't actually a cyclops. Well, there's a lot of fun little guys over here. And I started this a while back and never finished. So I'm going to work on this for the funds. Let's see. Hopefully I can see it, like, well enough. I didn't really test if I would see too well. This is the color that I'm working with right now. It's a very dark, nearly black color. Do you know diamond painting? It's basically, there's this sheet. The reason why there's a cover on all of this is there's a bit of plastic, and underneath there's a bunch of adhesive for the diamonds to go on. And so you cover it to make sure like the dust doesn't get on it. But then once it's covered, you can cut away bits and pieces. And there's this little device to sort them. Make them pick up a bullet easily. They lie on their backs. You know diamond painting, excellent. Pretty much everyone does at this point, I suppose. My partner was like, how does it work? And I'm like, are you under a rock or something all your life? But he doesn't have the same interests as me. He doesn't watch people do artsy fartsies. Well, I guess I'm going to... So my wax got stuck to the lid. I guess I'll remove that boy and just use the lid, which is nice. I'll put the cover back inside just in case. Okie doke. Rawr. Give me that wax. My partner did some of this. He seems to enjoy it, which I am glad, because you know, he had a lot of fun just like pushing them around and stuff and being very precise. And I'm like, ooh, we get to work on it together a little bit. Oh dear. How dare it. Let's see. I guess I didn't do my advertising, but I'm not too interested in advertising today. I'm surprised anyone was interested in seeing diamond painting, to be honest. So let's see, which parts glow? The eyeballs glow. Like this portion, the white portion, I think glows. I'm not sure if this yellowy portion glows. I'd have to look into it. But I haven't done that part yet. I haven't even opened those bags yet, I don't think. I'm fresh out of mini Ziplocs. The set did not have enough for all of them. It was interesting to see you, Ruby. Been missing you. Oh, that's very sweet of you. That's very sweet. Yeah, I've my medicine has been knocking me out lately. And so I've been having a tricky time with it. But I've been missing streaming. Once I put this back up at my desk, I think I'll be able to stream a little more regularly because it's easier for me to stream at my computer and digitally. Less setup. But I do want to do more streams with IRL art because I like that sort of art. Let's see. Do I have this Y in bags yet? It's like sort of a weird Y. Where are you at? I'm looking at the legend. I'm not very good at looking this sideways. Where are you? I'm so sorry. Oh, it's this one. 18. Do I have 18? Nice. Agreed. I have 13. I have 9. Nope. 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 12. How dare. Okay, I must prep a bag. What is it called again? It's a Y. 18. I need to find 18 in here. Where are you? Oh, there's a few more bags in here. Sweet. But not enough for everything. Aha, 18. Take that. Hold it. Baggies, yes. I do need a marker because I have a little system where I put the number, I guess a description. Oh, red symbol, because the symbols are different colors. So like the for example, this symbol is a red arrow facing, but I don't have a red marker, so I instead just specified that it was red. So I must locate a Sharpie. ¿Dónde está? I got it. Found it. Thank heavens for my foresight of being like, ah, we should have a little cup of pens and stuff. Because I know myself. Okay, this is number 18. I guess I should do it on screen and show off how my awful process. 18. And then the symbol is, it's a red one, so we'll write red. And then I'll do the weird symbol, kind of like a Y, but not quite. There we go. Like that. I guess I go into a white section. Here. Ham. And then I grab these boys. And do skeezers because the less I flail around, the better. Well, that's right. With some of these, I actually trimmed them in such a way that I could put the label inside. I guess for further confirmation of which color it is. I don't know. I'm just extra like that, I guess. Extra paranoid. Alrighty. I put you here. Oh, this is a giniferous bag in comparison to the rest. Here's my little baggie for the 19. And here's my giniferous bag for 18, I suppose, now. I like this color. If only Queso were here. He'd be able to bask in the orange. That is 18. Okay, shoot. I need to remember that I'm using 19, so I put this back over here. And I put 18 over here. Go away, other colors. No one likes you right now. That's not true. I love you. Smack. Okay. Never too late for spooky boys. Excellent. I appreciate. This is a diamond painting I got from, what's it called? Michael's Crafts? Michael's Craft Store. Don't go to Hobby Lobby if you can. They're a bunch of rude people. Now I doubt people at Michael's are much better, but there's like lots of controversies with like Hobby Lobby. However, if that's the only way you have access to art, I don't blame you for shopping there. Weird that Queso isn't here. Normally he is here. Oh, you know, Queso sometimes has other stuffs. Queso works during the day. Let's see. Yep, that's this one. I'm going to bring it out farther forward. What do I want to use as a weight? Let's see. I use this boy. Playing a MOBA, but say you're live, ping. I appreciate. Oh, you saw that I was live. Well, I hope you have fun with that MOBA. I should tie my hair back. Getting all over the place. How rude of it. Let's see. I do love this orange. Orange is a great color. But I'm very picky about my shades of orange. I think it's actually such an underrated color. Then people are like, oh, orange gross. It's too bright or it's too rusty. And I'm like, rust is beautiful. Not the programming language. I don't know anything about that. I wonder if McCoy knows anything about Rust, the language. Gosh, it's so pretty. I just want to smother everything in this color. Aggressively applies orange. I mean, you probably see it. Oh gosh, I can't show it right now because I don't have my hair. How sad. But in my regular model, in my 3D model, I have a good amount of orange in my hair, actually. I guess you can see a little bit of the orange in like my neck portion between the pink and the purple. That's like the highlight orange. Very subtle. Let's see. I got some new clothes. I'm very pleased. I've been talking with my partner lately. Luckily, because he makes some decent money. Like we still have to be cautious because he's paying for like both of us essentially right now. But we try to save for things that are a bit nicer in hopes that in the long run we like save money and also reduce our environmental impact. You're being absolutely murdered. I'm so sorry. I hope you're having fun being murdered. If not, then I hope the game ends soon and you will wipe the floor with someone else. But so we've been talking lately about microplastics. So basically anything with any clothes that have fleece or other like plastics that are trying to emulate soft fabric, not like hard shell blazers or anything like that, but like fleece and like more flexible fabric. That's the case with most plastic clothing. They've been shown to really release a lot of microplastics when we wash them and dry them. So we've been trying to move away from that as much as we can. And then I found that Patagonia had a sale, and I was like, well, shoot, most of my offending clothes are sweaters. I love sweaters. I live in sweaters. And so I grabbed like a cotton sweater. And I love it. But also what they also have, I wanted to show on stream, is the first of its kind, and they've been doing a lot of research into this. But they have this thing called Guppy Friend. Now, I'm not trying to like influence anyone who can't afford to grab stuff. But if you're also environmentally inclined and concerned about like your clothes that have a lot of synthetic fibers in them, you don't have to do it with the hard shells. But these washing bags, they have it's a really thick mesh, so it catches a good amount of the microplastics before it gets into the water. It's not perfect. I think it was like 80 something, like 70 to 80 something percent. But that's a good reduction. That's a good reduction of plastics. So if you are in the market for reducing environmental impact, this is like a new kind of thing that, and I don't know how accurate that is, but Patagonia worked with this company, I believe, to research it, and Patagonia tends to be considered fairly trustworthy. A fairly trustworthy company. It's still owned by the original folks who are really passionate about nature and wildlife. So, at least right now, it looks like the best thing that we can try to do for using our synthetic fibers. But long term, I'm just trying to not buy as many synthetic clothes where possible. It looks cute from what I could see of it. Oh, is that the... What looks cute? I was on my environmentalism rant. A giant board, yes. Yes, Danielle, I'm currently at my dining room, or dining room. It's in my living room, but I'm at my table for dinner. And so I don't have my usual setup. So I don't have my stream avatars. Oh dear. There we go. Don't have my stream avatar set up. I'm using a laptop instead of my desktop. That is one thing I envy from folks who stream from a laptop regularly. Like, apparently Slime Waifu streams from a laptop. I love my desktop, but it would be nice to be able to go and set up anywhere using the same device. Dude. Rare. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna bring that up a few times, the guppy friend, because my partner and I only just learned of it. And we've been really concerned about microplastics. They stay in the environment, they get into our drinking water. The microplastics end up in our what's it called? Internal organs, and they don't get filtered out. So basically, as our environment accumulates microplastics, various living things are starting to accumulate microplastics, and we don't have a lot of research on what that does to us yet. But it's interesting and something that we generally think should be avoided. So it's like a multifaceted issue. As most things are. Now, mind you, I don't tend to be the kind of person, like, I'm not a vegan. I don't go hardcore on a lot of, scare tactic health stuff normally, but there's a few things that are like more well studied, or at least have interesting implications, such as we haven't been like when we learned of microplastics, we found that they stay in the body, for example. And while we don't know what it causes health-wise, that's still a concerning thought, right? Let's see. I'm just kind of dooming over here. Sorry, y'all. I'm just interested. I don't think of it as dooming. I think of it as, like, interesting current events and current studies and whatnot. And just generally trying to self-improve and do things a little differently to reduce impact. Like, I'm interested in trying to... What we like to do to reduce our impact is we don't usually cook with meat as much. We only sometimes use meat. And a lot of what we cook are like Or we'll use like stock, for example, like beef stock or something like that, where it still involves meat, but like you're greatly reducing how much you're using. You're still able to make like flavorful soups and stuff. It saves money. I like saving money. Oh, hello there. Oh, a raid? Let me shout you out in a moment. We are diamond painting because I did a little poll of IRL, what's it called? Streaming, creative stuff. Shout out. You love diamond painting. Oh, excellent. Did I correctly shout out Hold? I don't know if I did. How dare. I'm gonna refresh for a moment. But yeah, I wanted to do some IR because I recently did a cooking stream. And I wanted to... It did not work. There we go. Perfect. But so I wanted to use the setup that I had been using. This is my human helper, Eleanor. But everyone, I'm so sorry. Is it Demon Queen Raiju? But this fantabulous individual is such a cutie with a Raiju. But is it pronounced Raiju? Or is it Raiju? I think it's Raiju, if I remember correctly. This individual, this little bean, Raiju, perfectly. Okay. Such a cutie. Has a delightful model with crashing waves tattoo, like very reminiscent of like what's that famous painting with the tsunami in Japan? I think it might just be called Waves. Hello there. How art thou? Let's see. I'm going to attempt your name. Please correct me if I mispronounce. Sepen... Oh, it's Sep and Tia. Hello there, I remember. I think. Did you hear about the train operator suspected of murder? You know, I haven't heard about that, actually. I'll need to look that up. The breaking wave of Kanagawa, that's right. They had a locomotive. I wasn't expecting a joke. And I'm sorry, I know it's considered a low form of humor, but I love puns. Oh, but anyway, the reason why I'm using a PNG today and I don't have my stream avatars is because I'm at a, what's it called? Dinner table. So I'm on my laptop today. And I don't have all of that. Like it's a miracle that I figured out how to port over my OBS stuff, to be honest. It's been good. Lately, I've been trying to figure out technology stuff on my own more instead of relying on my partner, Corvid Council. My people. Yes, you got my name right. Excellent. Double follows you. Corvid? Yeah, he doesn't stream. He doesn't stream, but I have, he's been featured on my stream before playing Trine. He likes to be ambiguous because, so basically he has a bunch of, I made him a literal conglomeration of various birds. Unfortunately, I don't have, I wanted to take a picture of the fog this morning, but I missed my chance. Oh, but let me show you my emote that represents him. So his PNG I made for him is basically like 5 of these borbs, and when he's like not speaking, he it's just like regular looking corvids, and then when he starts speaking, it like glows in magic and stuff because they speak in unison. And then I have one, like, I hazard to say a high definition borb, but a higher quality borb, bird, like more like a traditional bird. But what he likes to say is that he is all corvids, and each borb is just another type of corvid. So like one of them's a raven, one of them's a magpie, all that sort of stuff. That's his thing. Honestly, clever. I love it. I love him for it. Oh, hello there, Tar. How you doing? Boardbuck. Ah, excellent. Oh, speaking of stuff and things, I do finally have a Discord command. People have asked. Gamble all. I actually don't think I set up the Gamba. Unfortunately. Oh, however, Ryu, if you, sorry, Raiju, if you need rest, do the restings. Because I know it takes a lot out of oneself to stream. Let's see. That is a different one. Okay, I'm going to put 19 away. I do not need this currently. Let's see. Stinky. How could you bring your stinkiness here? Being 68% stinky, although it's true, it was almost nice. Surprised I lasted that long. For sure. You had a long stream. But not interesting. Yeah. I see you're a similar level of stinky. Oh, you finished Yakuza 0. For a while. Let me see. What's the triangle? The triangle is 2. I'm looking for 2. Here we go. Oh, I hate this. These two look literally the same. But this one is slightly browner. This one is proper black. I think. How dare... Stream Elements is just like gaslighting everyone into thinking they're not cool and that they're stinky. It's just the way of the world. $31 or something? Sorry, I don't understand that question. Oh, I was looking at, numerically I'm discussing the colors right now. Oh, 31%? I swear. Stream Elements is sometimes a butt. And it's framing me as the butt. I'm so stinky, apparently. Oh, sorry, the number of the black color in diamond painting. Oh, I see. On this particular, well, so this is not like the quote best brand. It's not a proper diamond painting. It's the brand that you can get at Michael's, which is considered fairly decent. But on here, I think they have like their own numbering system per image. So like there's 1, 2, 3, all the way to 21 on this in particular. Oh, and I guess a different numeric system for glow. Okay, so there are 3 colors of glow on here. The mouths and stuff glow. The eyeballs and mouths. I think the same for embroidery floss. Oh, interesting. So they have like a consistent system for that. What is on the floor? Nasty food. I'll take care of you later. Whoa! Yeah, for real, whoa! It was me, I am on the floor! Florb. Okay. Hold. I don't want you back over there. I want you over here in case I forget who you are. I'm so sorry. Oh, hello there! What is happening? I must look. Oh, Kazulu! Thank you for coming on in! How you doing?
NANI?!
What a delightful little bean. Hangs out from time to time. Eh? Yeah. Oh dear! I think I remember you discussing that you're not feeling well. How, like, did you get checked out by a doctor after you were hit by a car? Serious question, because my younger brother didn't, and was a dum-dum. Not implying that you're a dum-dum. Respectfully. Okay, excellent. I'm glad. Went to the hospital. Good, good. Tar, it's very sweet. I see the phrasing and I'm all like out of context. But yeah, how are you doing otherwise? Like, are you going to need a lot of recovery time? No broken bones, no internal bleeding. Excellent. That's what we like to hear around here. Gosh, everyone's getting hospitalized. Everyone. I suspect it'll be my turn next. Luckily, it's been a while since I was like regularly going to the hospital. It was before I started streaming. Luckily I stopped having quite as many sudden challenges, and I understand what's going on more now. So I have a neurological condition that's really rare. And I specify that because I and this started like a year ago now. Like we're basically at like the year anniversary-ish of when this all started. And so there was a time that I felt awful and I was not able to walk independently. This was like, I don't know, March or something last year. And it turned, eventually I logicked out because they didn't know what was up. I logicked out that it was because I had a really bad sinus infection that was messing with like my sensory stuff, and because of my neurological stuff, it just I couldn't walk on my own. Like I would literally fall. So luckily now if I get sick and stuff, I know what's happening. I know why I'm getting worse in that time period. So I haven't needed to make as many emergency visits to like the hospital and stuff. And also I know certain like they've always like, oh, it might be a stroke. So I'm always looking out for signs of stroke. But it's not like my condition actually increases my odds of stroke. It's just a lot of my symptoms end up looking like that. To some degree, because I'm falling over. Like the motor portions. But like I don't have face drooping or anything like that. Butt bruising though, ouch. Here, I make some boob. Excellent. We like boob around here. Let's see. What other stuff can I talk about? But anyway, some people were like, oh, I haven't been on for a while. I've just been super tired. Like, I have excess movements that I do when I walk around and sit. I like wobble from side to side because of my condition. So I end up expending a ton more energy than I should. And I also have like some new medicines that I think my body is still getting used to. So I've not been streaming as much because I've been very tired. I've been like sleeping minimum 12 hours a day. Although I'm kind of built like my lower body has a lot more muscles like waist down than I used to because of that consistent swaying. So now I have like my gluteus maximus is kind of built now. I'm like, you want good stuff? Just sway all day. All day. So the PSA you posted was for you. Oh. PSA. Did I post a PSA? Peak. I'd have to look. Like what the last thing I posted was. I'm going to stream tomorrow too, since you have time. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Joking, of course, I'm talking about the self-care one. Ah, yes, that's fair. Ah, yes. I did add a self-care section because I was like, shoot. Especially when I was working full-time. Well, I was working. At my old job. So a much better work environment than my last job. But I was just kind of, I was in a worse mental state than I am now. And I was just so, I needed like more mental health support essentially. And there was a meeting where they were like, just think about like the stuff that you do for yourself that's nice. Like nothing where you're doing it in part for other people's enjoyment. What are the things you do that are just for yourself? And I realized that I didn't do anything just for myself at that point in my life. And that was like shooketh. So I want to create a channel for encouraging people to do various things to take care of themselves and help get that motivation and inspiration to do that, because I needed that wake-up call years ago. Like, I don't know, it was probably like 2018 or something. So that was the reason I wanted to make a self-care sub-channel, is like for people to be like, oh, I did this nice thing for myself. And people see that and hopefully they go, oh, wow, that sounds nice to do. I will do something as well for myself. Different circumstances, yeah. Come on. It's rude. I pick it up. Come on. Are you the correct direction now? Yes, you are. Excellent. I don't have to pick you up anymore. You are permitted to be in this diamond painting. I'm so excited for like the glow. I'm gonna lurk and eat my food. Medicine's kicking your butt. Well, I hope that you also give in to sleep, because sleeping, hydration, and eating, all super important for recovery. Your body needs a little extra energy for healing. So I hope you enjoy yourself and that you take a good nap. If you need it. It's wild because, like, I've always been told growing up, make sure to drink enough water when you're sick. And I'm like, yeah, I'll drink if I'm thirsty. But then, like, one time in college, I actually, like, was like, fine, I am tired of this illness. I will drink so much heckin' water. And, like, I got better so much faster. And then of course, I'm a person of science. I was like, okay, maybe it was a coincidence. And then, like, the next few times I drank so much water when I was sick, and I was like, wow, I, like, don't stay sick nearly as long as I used to. And I feel so much better while I'm sick. And I was like, my partner in Corvid Council, I actually drink water and it actually helps. And he's like, no shizzle? Like, you didn't know that? For real? Yeah, I had someone in stream who kept slamming his hand on the hydrate option. Excellent. Side PSA. Enjoying media is not resting, relaxing. Media is a temporary source of stress relief. But actually doing nothing, sleeping or meditating, is more permanent outlet for stress. It's very true. And I love that reminder, Tar. Ads, no! I shall just quietly do my diamond painting. For but a moment. Let's see. I need to make an emote that's like disappointed, upset, sad, or something. Right now I just have Narlin doing, like, and that's a very difficult. Ads in this break, Frontier, Sonic Drive-In, and AmFam? What the heck is that? I don't know what AmFam is. I'm like periodically checking to make sure I'm not getting into frame. Well, I don't want to get Eleanor into frame. Like, I don't want to dox her on accident. Insurance. Oh! AmFam is American Family Insurance. I think I've seen them. I don't see that many commercials these days. Back from ad jail. Excellent. Let's see, what were we talking about? Let me scroll up to figure that out. Yes, Tara, thank you so much for that reminder that social media is more like in the moment relief rather than sustaining or long-term relief. That's a honestly really critical thing. Okay. So my previous work, I worked in like health. I worked in health. And I know how to do things like now I'm not doing stuff as a I'm not that anymore right now. And anything I do on stream is not to be misconstrued as therapeutic or medical advice or anything along those lines. However, I would love to lead a little relaxing activity at some point, if people are interested. Such as like guided meditation or doing art activities that provide insight into like one's own like self-expression or like stuff like that. Let's see, MOBA done. Much stress and had but no loss. Oh, much stress had but no lost matches. Excellent. 5 out of 5 or 6. Very cool. That's video games, movies, and probably... I know you said video games twice, but didn't mean video games twice. I will leave it at that. Let's see. My best friend and I had a run of Battlefront 2, and it was like 10 matches in a row without a loss. Oh, nice. Amazing. Games, movies, and music. Ah, yes, excellent. Another thing that's really critical for mental health is exercise. So once again, it's not quite as long-term stress reduction as what's it called? Meditation and things like that. Because what you're doing when you exercise is you're using some of that stress hormone, the cortisol-based stress hormone, and you're giving it an outlet to actually like give it a place to be instead of just sitting in your body, right? You're spending it on exercise in a way. It's not exactly how it works, but it's like the best way to explain it in simple terms. And so it will help you with your current situation. But once again, as Tar said, better for long term is stuff such as meditation. It actually has lasting effects. But the thing is, a lot of people give up on meditation too early. Research does show that meditation reduces stress hormone over time, but you need to give it like solid, consistent practice over the period of a couple of weeks or more. And a lot of people, they're like, it's not helping, and they give up on it a little early. Let me look at this. What symbol is that? It's not the symbol I'm looking for. So yeah, just want to spread that information. Who goes there? Ah, Mikuri, how are you? I am scrolling up media in general, for sure. I have a bone to pick with you, Gremlin. Who's the Gremlin? Is it McCoy? What have I done? Why are you starting streams right after I go to bed? I have other responsibilities. Yeah, we stream when we can. Look, I'm making spooky scary boys. I honestly, it's so funny because a lot of times I'll be like, chat, look at this thing I'm doing, and chat is all like, oh yes, head pat, such good stremmer, excellent, you're making a good thing. And I'm like, wow, chat likes me. Thank you, chat. Mandrake being the audacity of having other responsibilities. The game has a lot of players. Let's see, you're talking about Pokemon Unite, I believe. The game has a lot of players in 20s and 30s. 20, 35. Wow. There are a lot of term Pokemon fans. Long-term Pokemon fans and other big MOBA players. Yeah. I have to imagine, like, a lot of millennials, because of the Pokemon craze back in the 90s. Like, that was its biggest era, I think, when it first came out. Like, even, quote, non-nerdy kids were vaguely interested in some of Pokemon. Not everyone, but several. Let's see. 25 million active players per month average. Whoa. Oh, they're probably just informing Mandrake. I know I like to let people know about stuffs. I tend to be a little on the actually end more so. Let's see, I want to grab 12 because this little thing is supposed to be the 12, I believe. Yep. Okay. So I will put away this delightful shade of orange. I'm so sorry, Queso. I know you're not here. But I still feel apologetic to Queso whenever I remove orange. Okay. Now I put in 12. My thumbs are not being very good thumbs right now. Let's see. Friends got me into it, and it's extremely, significantly less toxic than League or Dota. Yeah. My partner enjoys the Dotas. But only plays against bots with a friend because it got really stressful. It got really stressful playing against people. Which I think is entirely fair. Let's see. Okay, I want to fill in this little hole so I can trim back more. Okay. Although there's this section. I'll just snip this bottom section. There we go. I love trimming it because then I get to see more of the pretty. Oh, thank you so much for hanging out, Raiju. Take care. Thank you again for the raid. Such a delightful bean. I hope to catch your next stream. It was fun. You go to sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I assume areas. I hope you have a good sleep. May it be the most restful sleep ever. Kick any nightmare demons to the curb. Yes, good slap. No slap. Like sleep, but slap. I hope I did not miss you saying anything. Queso was talking to me. Oh, you good, McCoy. You good. See, sometimes I give stacks of games because I get met with, oh, it's just a kid's game. Yeah, for sure. Accept McCoy? What about accept McCoy? Hold on. What's happening, Mandrake? Minecraft. Voice and text chats in those games are Satan's. Cuddle McCoy. I see. What about Minecraft? People thinking it's childish. Oh yeah, fair. Man. Back when it first came out, everyone's like, wow, it's such an awesome game. It's amazing. It's the best thing ever. And then, like, over a decade later, people being like, eyes for kids. Dodos. I'm feeling a little spicy today, I suppose. A little spicy there. Powerful and simple on the surface. Anyone that thinks Minecraft is a kid game hasn't been to the Nether. That's true. Yeah, let people have fun. Okay, I am going to... I guess I'll just keep going underneath. What's this guy? An arrow? Do I... Oh, do I have 19? I think I just opened up a 19. No, that's not 19. That's... Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm gonna have to swap if I do that color. Because these two colors are so similar. I will continue using up this color, and then I'll swap over to 19. That's what I'll do. The pragmatic approach. Let's see. I've only really played games on stream, like in the past months. Other than like I played a bit of Baldur's Gate on my own. So I'm really behind in like the gamer space. Especially because I spent like 2.5 years in grad school during COVID lockdown. Honestly, perfect timing for me because I would have been laid off of my job, and at the very least I was living at my family's house. So like there was a plan to not be making money at that point anyway. So that worked out. Timetable wise. But where was I going with that? Oh yeah. So basically I didn't do any gameplay during that time. Essentially. Oh, except for Animal Crossing. I made exceptions for that game. It was necessary for my mental health. Because I was able to actually hang out with people in like a way that didn't feel like we were all just like islands anymore. That's one of the few situations where I'm kind of like, that was properly social participation for me. And I desperately needed that. Like, we were all little islands until people started playing Animal Crossing together. It was a beautiful time. I had someone plan a little birthday party for me on their island, and it was just really sweet. Like, it was a surprise. And like, I don't know, I didn't expect any surprises that birthday. It was delightful. You quit your job at the beginning of 2020. Wow. Yeah. Funny how a game about building an island made folks realize that we are not islands. It's true. It's true. It was like the perfect metaphor. Unfortunately, I don't really feel comfortable streaming. Like, I would honestly want to stream Animal Crossing New Horizons, but I would have to change up my island so much because there's too much stuff on it that involves actually personal information. So I would have to, like, restart my island, and I don't want to do that. And I'm not buying a new Switch to play Animal Crossing. Let us see. What other fun things can we chat about? Okay, this is going to sound weird and random. Do you know that powder stuff called Thicket? It's a white powder that is intended to thicken the consistency of liquids, because some people have difficulty swallowing thin liquids, essentially. Some people have like various disorders where their swallow reflex just doesn't work as well if it's a fine, like a thin liquid like water. And they need like a whole swallow evaluation to determine if it's relevant for them. And So I tried Thicket. Because there was a possibility that I would work with people who needed to learn how to use Thicket and stuff. And I actually liked the stuff. Like, everyone hates it. Everyone hates Thicket. And I agree in terms of the flavor, because it... I don't know what happened to that. That's a sad day. In terms of flavor, it sort of dilutes the flavor, but I actually really like the consistency of thicker liquids, apparently. Oh, here it is. Oh, it wants to be there. Excellent. You could just stay right there. A lot of people are like, ew, why is my water so thick? And that's fair. That's valid. They don't like it. But I was like, ooh, thick water. Like, sensory-wise, I just enjoyed it. I dug it. Pedialyte has a thick texture. Yeah, it does. I think I know what you are talking about. I don't mind it at all that much myself. Oh, very interesting. Yeah, Pedialyte is thicker texture, but like some people need like liquids to be the consistency of like honey or like almost as thick as a custard. Like, some people can't drink liquids that are thinner than a custard consistency because they have such difficulty with swallowing. Now, it can go the other way too. Some people have trouble swallowing more solid objects, so they have to blend their food. So it depends on what kind of impairment they have. Everyone's an individual. And it's important to get like a proper analysis of that sort of stuff and then find out what would be most supportive. Like, imagine someone turned, like, what's it called? Cranberry juice to almost an applesauce texture. Because unfortunately, the thicket stuff doesn't, when you get the powder form and you mix it yourself, it doesn't always mix very consistently. It's better if you heat it and then mix it, but sometimes it's a little lumpy, like applesauce. So some people can, like, they will aspirate, which is like breathe in stuff that they shouldn't, like food items or liquids. If they don't have it, like, for example, the more applesauce thickness. Let's see. Everyone must be a carbon copy of me in all aspects, says some dude somewhere, probably on the internet. Truth. It's true. They do say that. You know, I purchased like different applicators for this a while ago, like around Halloween, before Halloween. I wasn't even streaming yet. And I had purchased some alternative stuff to make my life easier, like the space for multiple diamonds in a row. And I don't know where it is anymore. So I have to do it individually. Which is fine. Maybe later I can get my partner to do some more of this diamond painting. Because I know he actually likes it. Let's see. Oh, so random update on Cinder's new enclosure that he is currently in. Cinder is my Chihuahua gecko. He's a big boy for a gecko. And I made a bioactive enclosure for him, meaning like I have plants and an entire little ecosystem inside. Like I have these tiny critters called springtails that will eat mold and various things. Waste, mostly. And then I have these isopods that are basically the pill bugs or ball bugs, whatever you call them in your area. They're non-concholobating. And concholobating means being able to roll up into a ball. So mine can't do that, unfortunately. I forget the actual scientific name, but if you look up Oreo crumble isopods, you'll get the exact isopod that I have. And yeah, they're non-concholobating, so they don't roll up in a ball, but they're really cute. I like that they're like semi-transparent white with... Is it called cookie crumble? It's not Oreo crumble, it's cookie crumble. My bad. But I was worried about them because I haven't seen them in like a week. And I was like, what the heck? In this smaller enclosure, they were doing so well. And like, what? They suddenly died? I found them. They were inside this mossy patch in the back. I had to remove one of my plants, the umbrella plant, because it was dying. Like, most of it had already died. And I removed it because some fungus gnats were starting to hang out in there, even though I had springtails to eat their eggs. Potato bugs. Oh, potato bugs. Roly-polies. Armadillos? No. Well, yeah, so those are the roly-polies. And yeah, for sure they congolobate. But, there's a plethora of species of armadillos, I believe. So I don't know which one exactly is the pill bug. Yeah. I love I love pill bugs. I grew up playing with pill bugs. So I do at some point want to get a larger congolobating species for myself. Because I think they're heckin' adorable. Okay, I am running out of wax on here. So that's how this works, is you, in diamond painting, for anyone who doesn't know, you have a bit of wax at the end of your tool. It has like a little hole inside, and all you have to do is fill that hole with wax. and sometimes it just pulls out all of your wax. But yeah, so now I refilled it with wax. It should be stickier now. Yeah, much stickier. I don't have to press quite as hard to pick them up. I can just, like, barely touch it. Used to... Snake Discovery has a massive video of unboxing isopods and many varieties. Yeah. I've probably seen that one. There's also this one guy that specializes... Well, there's a few people who specialize in isopods on YouTube. There's one in particular who I think is Canadian that I like. And he's been featured on Clint's Reptiles for an episode on various species of isopods. Aquarimax pet. Oh yeah, it's probably, yeah, I think that's Aquarimax. Yeah. I think they're the ones that told me, well, not told me. I didn't ask them. But one of Aquarimax's videos brought me to Tarantula Cribs. Is that what the name of that company is? But they're like, you want a fancy one? I recommend this one. And I was like, yes, I want fancy. I want something out of the box that's going to work. And they had a limited, the Tarantula Crib, they had a limited run on this really cool looking, or limited edition, what's it called? Coffin shaped enclosure. And I was just like, yes, please, I need it. Okay. I used up my 2s. So now I'm going to put that off to decide. 2. Yeah, armadilliae and armadillids are all kinds of isopods that can roll up. Yeah. They concubate. Or most, at least. Yeah, I think they all do, but you're right. I could be mistaken. They might not all concubate. Oh, Mandrake, I hope you enjoy your lurk. Thank you so much. Alright. Now I can go for these little arrow boys. I'm gonna bring it closer so that way you see what I am doing. You have to look really closely to see the difference. Because, it looks black. But if, like, in person, you'd be able to see it's a very, 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 very dark brown. I want to chat more, but there is an orange. Oh, is it Litten? Or is it that you have orange juice on your hands? My guess is Litten. But at first I thought you meant that you had, like, you're eating an orange and you didn't want to get your keyboard covered in orange juice from the orange. Yes, yes, it is orange kitty. That one's Litten, right? Litten cat? Yes, Litten cat. McCoy, I love that your redeems for your cats is like Duncan cat, Litten cat. Yasmin cat. And it's like, just specifying, yes, this is cat. Oh, I see a little gem and I don't know what color it is. Hold on. Oh, it's the other one. It's the number 2. That's good. I knew I dropped one. Yeah, it matches these guys. I just have to open this and put it back in. There's a certain amount of error for like dropping some. Usually you end up with spares, but I'm like so paranoid. I'm worried I'm gonna like drop too many of them. That's how we call them. It makes it more obvious for new people. That's cute. That's very cute. I was hoping that you, in actuality, just call them like Litten cat and stuff. Yeah, Litten, yes. Litten is quite popular. I think we hear about Litten the most. But I know Duncan hangs out with you a lot too. We do. And Chai Gecko and Cinnamon Gecko, yes. Oh, that's so cute. I should say Gnarlin Skink and Cinder Gecko. Or Gnarly Skink. He's a gnarly boy. He's a gnarly boy. Gnarly boy. That's for sure. Meh, meh. I didn't just do that. I'm not a weirdo. Ye, Litten and Duncan. They are attached to me. Ooh. The babbies. I love the babbies. Oh, I should see if Gnarlin's awake. He's gonna hate me for disrupting him. Oh, Gnarly boy. Gnarly boy. Hi there. Hiya. I know you hate me now. You're a good friend. Here's the boy. Look up, Nana. He doesn't want to look up. He's such a dingus. Look at him. Yeah, he's sausage. I love this boy. Da boy. Yes. Aha, here we go. You're so tolerant. I appreciate you, boy. Hello, sausage. Okay, I'm gonna flip you over for but a moment to gaze upon our friends. Look at him. He's so docile. He's such a good friend. I'm gonna kiss him. Need to smack. And then I'll wash my face. Okay. Look at him. Oh, you don't want to today. Okay, I'll respect you. I'll respect you. I like to every once in a while flip him over because a lot of times vets need to do that. But he kind of thrashed that time. Yeah, I'm going to try again, baby. What scaly skin you have, Ruby. All the better for slinking around. He said no. I know, but it's honestly a good thing to practice them being able to be handled in this way. Hi there, friend. Okay, I'm gonna give you one moment. Give you one moment, okay? Have to do that with my dragons, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick one, okay, baby? Okay. Come on, baby. You're being a rude butt. Wow. Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Look at that boy. He's such a friend. I'm so proud of you. You're so relaxed right now. The bayi. Yes, the bayi. Angry licking intensifies. Okay, I'm going to flip you back. Good boy. Okay, I put him back. I'm so proud of him. What a lad. Go wash my hands. But yeah, I like to do short handling sessions where I do something that makes him a little uncomfy, but like, I don't do it every time I hang out with him. I generally speaking will just hold him, but every once in a while I'll do a little maneuver that like I've seen vets do before to make sure he continues to be fairly confident and comfortable. Oh, everyone's giving him smackums and stuff. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love his little face. Making a temporary tree sprite for the game, and I think I did a really good on the trunk and horrible on the leaves. I'll help you out with them leaves, I promise. It was about 40 degrees today, so I put on my warmest jacket, tucked my big lady in it, and took her for crickets with me. Car was toasty and jacket was very warm. Excellent. That sounds like a delightful time. Which one is the lady? Okay. Oh, is it the dragon? The beardy? Jurask. Jurask, excellent. I considered naming Narlin Tarask, but he got my favorite NPC's name instead. Narlin. From my Dungeons and Dragons game from like 2018. We played that game for a couple years. She was angry last week, head bobbing and all. That's a great name for a beardy. I agree. I agree. I was interested in... So, I wasn't entirely sure I was going to get a blue-tongued skink when I was trying to decide essentially what reptile I wanted when I was picking out my first reptile. And I was very seriously considering a snake called a hognose. Western hognose. Back then. I don't remember what they're called anymore because they changed the name a little bit, if I recall correctly. But I think of them as Western hognose snakes. They have like a little shovel snoot that comes out like these, where they have like their eyes here and their snoot comes up. Very cute. Love them. Best little beans. And I was going to name it Tiamat if it was a girl. Because I just imagine like this, because they hiss, but they like false strike usually. Which means they like lunge as if they're going to strike you, but then they don't. And I just thought that was an adorable name for a non-threatening small snake. But then we decided to go with a northern blue-tongued skink. I learned that my partner preferred lizards. He didn't really care about them as much as me back then, but Narlin really warmed him up to lizards in particular. He loves lizards now. Because like at first he was like, oh, I won't care too much about him. It's just he's kind of cool. But then as he got to know, like he saw baby Narlin and he's like, oh my god, he's so cute, I love him. And then he like continued to love Narlin more and more. It was great. Tiamat. More like Tina Mat. Hognoses. Hognose Pog. Yeah, I love hognoses. Hello, Queso. How you doing? Also, how are you doing, Mother Mayo? I saw your message earlier, but it didn't really register that I didn't say hi. Let's see, I think we only like had about this much properly done with some of these splashes of color. Splash. So it's nice to see how much progress we're making. I'm used to it. Oh, I'm sorry. How you doing? But hey, at least you're probably not as stinky as me. What did it say? I was like 80-something% stinky today. It's fake news, but you know. In stream elements, we get trolled. Busy. Oof. That is a shame. I am sorry for your busyness. Ram is only 33% stinky. That's not too bad. And Cthulhu, you know, I mean, it's close to 50%, but It's been saying all kinds of crazy high numbers. So that's still pretty decent. I love that redeem. It's like my favorite. But not redeem, command. It's one of my favorite commands. Do, 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 do. Does anyone have, like, fun dinner plans today? Okay, that's hilarious. Because the first thing I read is Taco Bell. And I know you're talking about ads. But at first I thought you were like, my amazing dinner plans are Taco Bell. And I'm like, you know what? Valid. That's pretty fun. I've been craving it. Let's see. PS5, FIFA 2024, Subaru. Death and Other Details, a TV show. Thank you for specifying. Cologne, a cruise, Credit Karma. So many ads in such little time. Like, gosh, that's so many. Heck. My amazing dinner plans are microwave burritos. Oh, you know what? That's also fair. I've been having so many microwave burritos lately. During, like, lunch and stuff. We have more curry. I think we'll eat. I'll try to see if my partner wants to eat curry again tonight. Because we haven't had it since we first made the curry. And I'll try to plate it nicely. Because what happened, I wanted to take a nice picture of the curry that I made on stream. But what ended up happening was my partner, like, put them into plates and then microwaved it and then stuck rice on top. So I was like, no, the plating! I can't show them this! So there's still more though. So I can try to take charge of the plating today and make it look nice. You had chicken? Nice! That sounds delicious. I love chicken. Had chicken as well. Ooh! Curry good. Never bad idea for curry. It's true. It's true. Heresy. Curry best food. Wait. Rice always goes under the curry. I agree. Oh. I thought you were saying heresy. Curry is best food. And I'm like, what? I agree though. But no, I see. The heresy was the fact that the rice was on top instead of the bottom. He just, you know, he goes, or what I would have preferred is if he did this method, I would have loved for him to scoot the curry onto one side and then put the rice on the other. Corvin's not allowed anywhere near curry again. No, I love him and he loves curry. Sorry for the wobbliness. This is a very unstable table. Unstable table. Anyway. I get too tickled with random stuffs. No, sorry. Text got weird. No, you're good. You're good. Japan style, yeah. Traditional, yeah. But yeah, so I will try to plate it appropriately this time. And ask Corvid to step off. And then I can take photo. For the nice resolution of, this is what you helped me stay engaged with making. So I don't know if I would have done it without you guys. I probably wouldn't have. Huzzah! Thank you for enriching my life. I did sleep for hours after doing that, though. Who's tickling Ruby? Ruby's tickling Ruby, apparently, because what was it? It was something that I unexpectedly rhymed. Whatever. I could check the VOD later, I suppose. Alright. I shall take this opportunity to swap colors again. I'm going to swap to this moon. What's the moon? Moon is 17. You probably can't see that, so I don't know why I show you. I think yeah, 17. Here it is. Another shade of nearly black. How delightful. I really do be just doing the boring stuff, aren't I? I might off stream really try to get at all the boring zones and save the colorful pumpkins for on stream. Oh, the orange pumpkin. Not all that colorful. Enriching your life. I feel like I haven't heard that phrase in a decade or two. Well, you need that compliment. Thank you, Mother Mayo, for enriching my life. Okay. What have I gotten myself into? I do not know how to recolor VTuber models. Oh! What have you gotten yourself into? And what kind of program do you plan on like, what kind of VTuber model is it? Like, is it a 2D model? Are you trying to do it through Live 2D itself? New projects abound! Try and recolor a model for my use until I can get a new one. Is it a 2D model or a 3D model? Like, is it flat or does it have dimension? Live 2D. Got it. McCoy knows a thing or two, potentially. Free 2D one you found. Ooh. I've seen people be able to change the color within the program itself even, which has been great for people being able to have multiple color schemes for their same model. But I don't know what people generally recommend to do. I haven't touched Live 2D yet. Depending on how complex you want to get with recoloring, you can also do it in VTube Studio by changing the colors on the art meshes. Oh. That's interesting. Ruby, that's a lie. You have touched Live 2D. No. I haven't touched, like, making Live 2D. I haven't touched the Live 2D itself. No, wait. Which program is which? Me McCoy. I have only touched VTube Studio. I think. Hey. I am not a liar. I am a lark. Two distinctly different birds. Should I see myself out after that joke? One doesn't fit your channel at all, but I could use it right away. And the other is at least slightly on brand, but needs to be recolored. If you link them in Ruby's Discord, could give you some advice on recoloring. Excellent. We like advice around here. Boo? What's boo? Oh, the lark. The liar versus lark thing. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. I appreciate you too. Gosh, it's a wibble wobble table. Yeah, I'll have to swap back over to my desk. Because this table is really just for cooking for me. It'll be stinky to set up all my equipment here every time if I cook regularly, so I'm probably gonna... It's sad because I really liked cooking on stream because it gave me the motivation to cook. But it's wonky. Maybe I could try to figure out a way to do it at my desk. Maybe. Might just be easier to do it that way. Or I could just figure out recipes that I could do from my desk. Like, I don't know. I don't want to do baking from my desk, though. Too much flour. I'll see. I'll see if, like, what Corvid Council thinks. He might be able to help me figure out something. Maybe I could have some equipment specifically for cooking. It's just my boom arm is on this camera right now. or the camera rather, is on the boom. And my key light is over there because the lighting in here is bad. I cut too much dragon salad again. Dragon salad? Get a sturdier table? Yeah, I would like a sturdier table. The big thing is more so the equipment, so the light and the camera. So I'm about to shake it. That's what happens if I actively shake my table. Yeah. I don't think I want to necessarily spend on a new table yet. But at some point we might. Oh, I think when I was cooking on here, it worked out better because I had more heavy stuff on it. And that sort of stabilizes it. Ah, I hope you enjoy your lurk, Mandrake. But yeah, what would really help me is if I didn't have to do as much setting up and taking down in order to move my setup around. I don't mind moving my camera. I think I'd like to be able to have a separate set of things for setting up in the kitchen. So that way, if I swap back to streaming at my desk, I don't need to set it back up again. I could like leave this equipment up for a couple days with the exception of my camera. Because this is the camera I normally use for my face tracking. Have a good stream. Oh, thank you, Queso. I appreciate you. Have good gains, friend? Well, I hope you have good gains. I must have missed that. Pick up things and put them back down. Which, there we go. Yeah, you stay there. Yeah, don't make me pull out extra adhesives. You won't like that. Wow. Oof. Let's see. I can probably only go on for... Oh, actually, my partner hasn't called me yet. I'll send him a message and see, like, what his ETA is. Usually he calls me by now. Okay. Sent him a message. Because when he gets home is going to dictate when I get off. Because I want him to be able to hang out in the house without worrying about being heard in the background. Although, he has been on my stream now. So I don't know if he'll care. I don't know. I think he needs to be mentally prepared to be on my stream. He says soon. Soon he will leave. Okay. I'm asking him if he'd like me to wrap up 5 or so and then call him. Okay, so that's my plan. I will wrap up in about 20 minutes and I'll give him a call. Because I still have some energy and I want to do some pixel art and all that good stuff. Probably off stream, but who knows, maybe I'll get a boost of energy, move everything over there and stream again later. Who knows? Not I. Okay. Just taking a closer look. Okay, so there's like a patch of the same color over here-ish. But I might want to just continue up here. Okay. Who's even online? Curious. Not YouTube. Mark. It's a few artists right now, which is exciting. I should probably follow more people that play video games too, though, because sometimes I'll play video games and I'll be like, oh, I should jump into someone's stream who's playing video games. But then I look around and I'm like, everyone's doing art. Though I've been having fun checking out some game dev peeps. I tend to prefer jumping in on game devs that who are focused more on like showcasing what they're doing and like chatting and doing art. I because I don't have like the developer mind as much, I am a little less engaged with content where they're primarily just coding. But that's been fun to check out, developers. Oh, can't believe Ruby's a hater. I'm so sorry. Oh, actually, I was wondering, McCoy. What languages do you program in? Like, what are you most comfortable with? If you were programming. Darn, that person I was hoping to suggest to you raid isn't online right now. That's a shame. Granted, it's like 3 or 4 in the morning for them. Well, if you want to let me know who this person is so I can follow them, maybe I'll catch them in the future. I'm gonna go back down here because there's a few spots over here that have the color I'm using. Maybe if you do a morning stream sometime, you might catch them. Do you want to share them in the Discord? Like under media? Is it media interests? There's a media section, or like private message me on Discord. So that way I could like have it in the future and I could look at their content in general. Sure thing. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It's nice because then I can do it off stream. Honestly, I would stream at incredibly odd hours if it weren't for the fact that I live with my partner. Sometimes I'm just like super duper awake at 2 a.m. And I'd be all like, gee, Willikers, I wish I could be streaming right now. And that's 2 a.m. Pacific time. Let's see. Aha, over here. All streams all the time. Hold on. My favorite main language is C#. But I know quite a few. Your baseline stuff is HTML, CSS, JSON, XML, JavaScript, and JavaScript frameworks. Oh. I think I've heard of that before. And there's some niche stuff like Terraform, Blazor, A little bit of YAML? I don't remember exactly. I wondered if you dabbled in Rust at all, because a ridiculous number of people are obsessed with it for, as far as I can tell, no discernible reason. No Python? I heard Python is pretty split. I've heard some people love it, some people hate it. What channel did you want it on again? If you have it, what's the channel? There's a media one. Media. It's under hobbies. Oh, internet media. Oh, you did it. You're amazing. Y'all are amazing. Wow. Look at you go. Thank you, Tar. Thank you, Mandrick. Hill's best. McCoy's a crab? Not confirmed. Not confirmed. We have to hear response regarding Rust. Hold on. I mean, I've never used Python professionally. It was ridiculously simple, so sure. I didn't know that Python was simple. Maybe I should learn Python. Ruby side of things where it's very split. Yeah. Bondi! No! I personally don't like Python because it's not strongly typed. And nope. I've never used Rust. Not a crab. Okay, what next color? What's the check mark? The check mark is the glow-in-the-dark one! Did I do it? No. But it glows! He's tempting. Should I do glow-in-the-dark? Maybe I do glow-in-the-dark. Okay, what number is it? It's the check mark, which is 23 glow. Wait a second. It doesn't say glow on it. It's just the number. I'm gonna assume this is the glow stuff. It can't be this color and not be glow. Let's see. Yeah. These three are all the glow colors, I have to imagine. Okay, cool. Gosh, this is a neon color. You can't see it because of the light, but I promise it's more of like a safety green. It's more of a safety green rather than like a yellow. Like it properly looks like safety green in real life. Oh dear. Oh, good lurking to you, Tar. I speak like I am not a human because I am a borb. Okay, G23 for glow. And the symbol is a check. Time to go home. I hope you enjoy your drive back. Happy streaming. Well, no hydrate. Yeah, no hydrate. But once I get back to my desk, I'll turn those redeems back on. Rust looks similar enough to C#, considering it's influenced by C#. I'd be able to pick it up easily. Excellent. Could easily become crap. Trying to figure out how I want this. Okay. Time to go to the check mark. Well, shoot, I like started a brand new color and everything, and it's almost the time I said that I would get off of the stream. Well, maybe like 5 more minutes or something. Gosh, that's a lovely shade of orange as well. Queso would be quite envious of this orange. I am only saddened that he misses this orange. Gosh, it's so pretty. Is that a messed up one? I think that is. Yeah, that's an incomplete diamond. I want to take that out. That is a subpar boy. Or are they just translucent enough? Let me look. It looks like it might be a little thinner than the others. I'll put it off to the side and find out. I'm not being judgmental. Okay, that's much better. Every time you get an orange, queso is already gone. I'm noticing a pattern here. It's through. Okay, I will try this guy again. Yeah, it's a little thinner there, but it looks better in that spot because it's like closer to dark colors. So yeah, this orange is fairly translucent. I'm here for it. Glowy orange, yes. I'm excited for glow orange. It says it's one of the glow-in-the-dark colors. Be neat to see it under black light. Yeah, I actually have a a blacklight flashlight somewhere. I just need to find it. I think I'll save it for when this thing's complete. Look at that gradient. It's so nice. I love this stuff because it's just like pixel art. Yeah, so I'll be able to show off the glowiness in the future. I just need to find it. That's something I love about glow-in-the-dark pigments is they respond to black light and UV light. Whereas there's some paints that are only UV reactive, they don't exactly glow in the dark without lights on them. But I think, if I remember correctly, those UV reactive pigments tend to be more brilliant in coloration and whatnot. There's a spot in our house that I really want to just do a huge painting that is UV reactive. Like, I want it to glow under black light, really shine. And I want to put a little black light fixture above it. I think it'd be the coolest thing in the world. And I kind of imagine my dad like coming over and being like, this is cool, but what the heck? Why didn't you do like a normal painting? And I'm like, because normal is not as fun and flashy. And he'll be like, all right. He's kind of interesting. He thinks the best art replicates life. Like in his mind. So I did like a nice painting of a cassowary in watercolor before. And he was just like, wow, it looks amazing. I love it. I wish I could frame it kind of thing, but it was in my sketchbook. And I was like, I was describing to him how I altered the way the helmet of the cassowary looked because it wouldn't have been as aesthetically pleasing. And I think he was a little disappointed to hear that because he thinks making it closer to a photo is like the true mark of art. And of course, like I think most of us around here know, while people might have preferences towards that sometimes, I think we all know that it's more subjective than that. Like making something aesthetically pleasing can also be a goal within art rather than just going for as photorealistic as possible. And my logic is if you aren't making those kinds of adjustments, I tend to feel that there's not as much point of like doing the art for myself because I would rather just take a photo at that point. UV reactive is definitely a lot brighter than true glow colors. True glow can charge up and last a long time, but the vibrancy doesn't compare. That's great to know. I was wondering about that. Art is whatever someone wants it to be. Ah, so he's the type to like the live action Disney remakes. Actually, he does actually prefer the older hand-drawn ones because he also kind of just respects things done the hard way more. Even if it doesn't necessarily make it better. Like the end product better. Now, in this case, I do agree. I like the hand-drawn Disney stuff more. But I feel like sometimes the reasons for him preferring stuff is like, it was harder to do, therefore it is better. And I'll be like, I totally respect that this was harder, but sometimes doing the easier method looks nicer to me in certain situations. Okay, I will use up this color or fill up this area, and then I will call it. This is also the dude that I like made a pretty good. I look back on it and it was like a pretty good horse drawing. And I was like, wow, I'm so proud of myself. I never made such a realistic horse in my life. And I'm like, Father Lark. Or Papa Lark, rather. Papa Lark, look. I made a thing. And the first thing he goes is, the legs are too wide. And I tried to explain, hey, I was really excited to show this to you. And I'd really appreciate it if you showed, like, some excitement. And, you know, he's like, oh, I just want you to improve. And I'm like, but I was excited and I loved it. Poor little Ruby. I was only a bab then. A high school bab. But still a bab. If I remember to dig it out and charge it up, I have glowing camp rope. Oh, that's fun. And should show you and compare it to my UV paints. Very cool. Or even just my glow paints versus UV. Yeah, that's neat. I appreciate that. It'd be hard for me to try to replicate Susie's style. Does that make it better if I do it? Sarcasm. Sounds like my dad. Oh, that's a bit rude as fick. Yeah, it was lame. But I have people now that I know to turn to when I make a thing. And like, sure, if I'm like seeking out like, hey, how could I make this better? Then yeah, I want that feedback. But like, I don't know. If someone's like, look, I made a thing and I'm proud. The first words being feedback is rough. Ram likes bright colors. I like bright colors as well. Enjoy that lurk. Gosh, I love this thing. I love this little boy. Look at him. He's a boy. BOI boy. I'm not assuming anything. Although he's non-sentient, so it's fine. Oh gosh, I just said he. How dare I? Beautiful pumpkin boy. Me and my neon PNG slash fuchsia. Yeah, it's true. I love that aesthetic. And I feel like the green, my favorite shade of green, the green that's like in my starting soon screen, the like, I feel like that generally vaguely works well with my love for like dark background stuff plus neon splashes of color. Fuchsia. Wait. Hold on. Oh, sorry, Persona! I'm sorry about that, Ramscotty. I'm like, I don't... Okay, let me explain myself. I was like, are you calling your wing color fuchsia? And I was like, oh, it's more like a purpley color. But I accepted it. But then but now I realized it wasn't fuchsia, it was Persona. Fuchsia is a great shade of pink. I agree. Wings are magenta. There we go. I was like... So some people do mix up the two. Some people are like, magenta is the same as fuchsia. I'm like, no, it's not. I do love magenta though. I love magenta. So you know the 3 colors for CYMK. Of course, there's more to it than that, but like the colors are cyan, yellow, and magenta. Love that color scheme. And it's very similar to my flag colors. They overlap some. I think the pink I used is a bit in between the two. Ooh. I actually really like doing art with CYMK. So I just described the actual colors of CYMK. There's you're right, it's patent flag, yes. So I have an affinity towards that color scheme to begin with because that's my flag is pan. But then on top of that, when I did watercolor, I learned an entirely different color theory because it really relies on you being like using the quote purest colors in order to create. You want to use as few layers as possible to make your effect because it really starts muddying up if you do too many layers. Because after, like, even though some colors, some pigments are harder to pick up with water and reactivate on the paper, it still all reactivates. So I learned that actually so there's a few schools of thought when it comes to primary colors, but now I ascribe to the more accurate primary colors being CYMK rather than red, blue, and yellow. The only true primary color is yellow, of course. That's the only consistent color. But the blue that people think of doesn't... Basically, you make more vibrant colors if you use CYMK. You can actually get neon colors from that. If you just get a dark blue or a mid-tone blue and a mid-tone red, you can't make vibrant colors out of that. Like super vibrant neon colors, you can't do it. You need... K is key. So CYMK is those 3 colors, plus it's either black, white, or somewhere in between. Usually it's black. But really a key color is essentially black and or white. And you're able to mix those. Let's see. How about the check marks? Aha. Okay, I guess I have to go farther in. Yeah, yeah. So most people will show black as their key color, but technically it should also include white if you want white as an option. I think so. Let's just say you're using paints. Let's just say you're using paints. You would want cyan, yellow, magenta, black, and white. So that way you can have the full range of color. Like if you're using, what's it called? Acrylic paint, for example. If you want to do it digitally, I think generally people assume your canvas is white. When people make CMYK art, they're allowed to have white still. And here's the thing, CMYK is primarily for printing. So originally, CMYK is for printing stuff, which generally you can assume the white of the paper is your white. CMY cat, that's very cute. So essentially, if you're doing it more like for digital screens, you can have your background be white and then you do your CMYK from there, with K being black. But you are, like, if you're going to be recreating it with like paints and stuff, you're severely limiting your color options if you literally just go CMYK and black. You wouldn't be able to do any pastels at that point, which is a look. It is a look. But yes, I think the reason why people generally associate the key tone with black is because of the fact that you generally don't need white printed on paper, because you just create more translucent tones in order to make that lighter color. If I understand, make color you want with CM and add a shade if you want the key. That's as far as I understand how it works. Yeah. Roby needs a drink, I guess. Hold. Okay, I'm going to have spicy water. It's this stuff called Waterloo. I don't normally have spicy water. And when I say that, I mean bubbly water. But we grabbed it because it was on sale. So we have it. I'm gonna drink it. That stuff, never tried it. Yeah, it's sparkling water. No, hold on. There's no sugar in this. There's no sugar in this. It's basically water. There's 0 calories. There's no sugars. It just vaguely has the fart. It has the fart of a fruit flavor. And it has carbonation. Which carbonation isn't bad for you. It makes it a little more acidic. But that's about it. But you. Oh. It's literally just water. It's literally just water with a little bit of flavorant and carbonation. There's no sugar. It hydrates the same amount as water. Now, if I was thirsty, I generally agree. I don't feel as refreshed because I don't like the acidic feeling of the liquid when I'm actually thirsty feeling. But if I'm just casually drinking because it's generally good to hydrate, I feel fine drinking it. Let's see, I remember stocking at Target. Oh, interesting. Carbonated water do still offer hydration. Yeah. Hi, Jenno. How you doing? Angry water. That's a good way to describe it. Yes, it's all the added sugar. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. A lot of people, oh, sorry, bonk. A lot of people don't know about, what about soda and stuff like that is not great for hydration. Honestly, it actually does still hydrate you. It just also has a bunch of sugars in there that you're adding to your body as well. Just like how beer is actually very hydrating. And because it has very low alcohol, and it used to be the only safe liquid, so like their water, it used to be the only safe thing to drink was but it was even less alcoholic than what we use today. But yeah, in Europe, everyone drank very low fermentation beer because it was the only safe way to drink, because their water was not very clean. So there's like a lot of interesting ideas about water and what's hydrating, what's good for people, and all that sort of stuff. Now, I'm not saying today people should drink beer to hydrate. It's higher alcohol content, so it's not as hydrating as it once was. And it's also, we have better processes now for treating our water. Let's see. Oh, Jenna was playing Elden Ring? That sounds great. I am horrible at those kinds of games. It highly depends on the drink and the content. Yes. Red water. That's good. I ended up going out to run errands after my test. So I forgot to come back. Bad as went away. Oh, you had a test? How do you feel about your test? Unless you would prefer not to speak of it. I should really be wrapping up. Gosh, I keep peeking my mic, even though it's like a mile away from me. You just don't like my laughs, do you, Mike? Mike the mic. Mike the microphone. Okay, I should really wrap up. It was a pre-test. I passed it. Oh, wonderful. Taking the real test tomorrow morning. Well, I hope you rest super duper well. Doesn't like high pitch, I guess. One day I'd like to... Oh, yeah. You see it peaked right there. One day I would like to update my mic so it doesn't peak so much. Because it peaks all the heckin' time with me. It peaks very frequently. I'm just having so much fun, guys. It's just a funny chicken. Oh dear. You just caught me scripting. Was General live? I didn't see ping if they were. That's a wrap, folks. Funny chick. Oh, it's just it's a. I thought of a sound clip and I repeated it from my noggin. I wish you the best of luck with that actual quiz. I hope you rest and find comfort in your pre-test skills. Because over-preparing is a thing. Simple review. Almost missed it yourself. Just happened to be scrolling through the Discord when it happened. Crazy. I was like, does Ruby have that redeem now too? No, I don't. It's no problem, my friendo. Okay. I'm loving this too much. Cramming too much ahead of the test can make you forget more because of the stress and pressure. Is true. It's true. You like, people will start doubting themselves if they get something wrong. That might not even be on the test. But it's wild how much, like, studying over time really does help. It's wild. Like, it cuts down your study time in half if you actually engage in good study practices. Okay. I'm going to see who else is online. Because I need to call my lovey. Let's see. What is this person doing? Do you guys want to look at more art? I have a fun pixel artist. Real cute. Real cute pixel artist who, looks like they're making commission work. It looks really good. They have a really nice animation going. Load the raid message. I shall. Oh. Oh, diamond board. Oh, I like that. Let's do that. Okay, hold on. I should. So RAM has one version. No. I wish I grabbed my mouse, but instead I'm using a trackpad. Okay. What I want to do is I want to give the other version the... Coming. There we go. So if you have the just replace it with whatever you like. Yes, yes. Okay. I'm going to start raiding into this individual. They are trailer. And then I'll shout them out. So this is an 18 plus stream. Why can't I raid into them? I've been having this problem lately where I've been having trouble raiding into people. It might be that Grayler doesn't allow. Yeah, I just tried to refresh my page just in case. I guess they aren't letting people raid in. Oh, could that be why? Doesn't work for some reason. Oh, okay. Edit stream info. I appreciate you. Okay, let's try this again. It still seems angry. Okay, maybe they just aren't letting people raid into them, which is unfortunate. I'll look for someone else. Oh, who do you watch that's playing Dave the Diver? Oh yeah, the raid settings doesn't allow me to raid at this time. Okay. I will check them out. That's a shame. I really like Grayler. Oh, did they only just start? Ooh, exciting. Okay. It's okay. It happens. All right. We are going to raid into an adorable looking orc character. Orc VTuber. That's really cool. I like that. Target set. Aim. Oh, did I accidentally click out of it? How rude. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. I'm totally a professional. I strem. Thank you so much for hanging out, y'all. I really appreciate it. It's been really fun hanging. I hope you have a delightful evening, morning, whatever time it be. Every good stream has some stuff. Truth, truth. I hope you have a delightful time no matter what time of day and or night it is. If you still have meals ahead of you, I hope they are delicious. If you have rest in the near future, I hope your rest goes super duper well and you find it relaxing. May the anxiety demons stay far away from you. Take care, friendos. Y'all are the best. Diamond Borbs, we sparkle and shine. Of course, thank you for hanging. Fire.